Passion does not put food on the table, so can we stop the pretense? As we celebrate the World Press Freedom Day in Uganda under the theme of journalism without fear or favor, this remains as a job to most journalists. I spoke to Serwanjja on this issue.
On this day, we celebrate journalists, reporters, cameramen, writers, bloggers, vloggers, and all those who care to inform the world. But I thought on this World Press Freedom Day, we pay attention to something that is very dear to all of us, and that is the welfare of journalists. Up to now, we still have journalists who are paid 5,000 shillings per story. Today, someone told me they were paid 2,500 shillings per story. Think about that for a moment. And yet, the big boys upstairs and big, I'm talking about their bosses. Let me speak to media owners. If our product is quality journalism, then we have to invest in the people who bring stories home. We have to ensure that they're well facilitated, that they're well taken care of. Many of them earn less than 400,000 shillings per month. Some of them earn 200,000 shillings per month. They have rent to pay. They have food to buy. This explains why senior journalists have left the newsroom. Many of them, celebrated journalists, every single day walk out of the newsroom to join public relations and other jobs. You know why? Because they're not well paid. Sometimes, yes, we are passionate about what we do, but passion sometimes doesn't put food on the table. So, whereas I agree that we have a role to do to inform the public against all odds, to do journalism without fear or favor, I think it's important that we paid attention to the payments and remunerations and salaries of journalists. Because if we don't do that, I can guarantee you the value of journalism is going to go down, and along the way we will all lose it. So I rally the public, I rally the media owners and the entire fraternity to pay attention to the welfare of journalists. Let me conclude by saying this. A very senior colleague recently left the newsroom, and I told him, "You left so early, we still needed you." And this is what he told me. "My children cannot afford to eat cassava anymore. They now feed on sausages." You know what that meant? That he's living a better life.
So, I leave you with one question. Do we want journalism in Uganda to grow? If we do, then let's empower them, let's motivate them, let's ensure they are well paid. This call is for you. My name is Eve Masawi. Till then.